so can cause I'm getting them rich.
Alright, my mom's just found this bud. This bud has to be at least 20 years old. Mom, move your hand. You don't need to spread. Move your hand. Move your hand for me. This bud got to be...
Don't put my name in it, period.
I'm not putting... I said mom. They don't know who mom's is. This weed has to be at least 20 years old.
We selling it on eBay.
You gonna say not to say your name and then say we selling it, mom? Oh, shit. Alright, and now, this one right here... You know what that bag is right there. This bag has history. This is Biggie Smalls. This is The Locks. This is Cameron. This is Little C's. This is Noriega. Official, 20 years old, and the bud is still in it. And if you don't know what that bag is, it's from one of the East Coast riders of marijuana, Branson, baby. That's an official Branson bag.
Those who don't know Branson's a weed spot. The most famous weed spot in New York City right now. And now let me just describe something to you. You could be known down the block, but if they don't know you, they're not serving you.
Exactly.
Like, so everybody used to want to come from my hood because I had the rapper pass. Them niggas knew I ain't police. So they're not. So one day, let me move on to the story. One day I just walk in the spot and Redman is behind the thing.
Like working the spot.
Like working the spot.
You was in the trap.
Yes. Yes.
I walk in and I grab a couple of this shit and I say something like, yo, how much is this? He like, yo, that's 25 cents. Like more lollipop. And I'm looking like this is Redman behind here, but I don't want to say that. And I did the whole transaction. And then he's like, Redman! He's like, yo, Nori, what's up, nigga? I had never seen. Yo, by the way, listen, because I really want the people to understand. This was an exclusive weed spot. So, let alone, you couldn't even go in there.
That's right.
So, in order to get behind there, you had to really be in with Eddie. God bless. Rest in peace, Eddie. Big up to Branson. But that was exclusive. And you know why I liked it? You know why I loved your post? Because let me tell you how accurate you were. If you would have said Capone and Noriega, that you would have been wrong, because Capone used to never go to Branson.
No.
You knew the difference.
Yeah.
Let's just make some noise for his weed.
Yes. I've never seen Capone up there.
Yeah, but I want people to, for people to, because we don't even have, now we have dispensaries, right?
Yeah.
Dispensaries, a great thing, but can you describe to the people back in the 90s, because you able to drink champagne there, the police wouldn't fuck with you in front of Branson. Like, this is a legendary, but describe
Wait,
to
is
people.
this the same dude depicted by Half Baked?
Yes,
like,
I believe so. I believe so.
Yes.
Samson.
Right,
but, you know, no.
I want to talk to, Samson. I want to talk to Branson. No, you do, motherfucker.
Get him a blunt. Boris, get him a blunt. You need a blunt?
Shit. Hey, cuz, get me a backwood out the truck.
I know you're
rolling one up. The Branson spot?
Yes.
Like you said, it was an exclusive spot to be at. And like definitely, me and Biggie definitely kicked it out there plenty of times. Like Biggie used to be out there all the times. And I used to know when he was out there because if I pulled up and it was like champagne bottles lined up.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he was up there.
Or the red, what was it, the red Land Cruiser?
Yeah, oh yeah. So it was a legendary spot that I used to wonder how in the fuck he had a spot running that. I'm talking about a dispensary in the early 90s. Right. Free. Like everyone knew you go there to get your bud and shit.
You ain't getting robbed and the police ain't fucking with you.
None of that
None
shit.
of that's happening.
But for us, it was like a communication spot for us to get bud.
Yeah, it's
for
true.
us to talk about on the record as well and shit. Because, you know, them Cali niggas had that fire out there. We wasn't hardly getting that fire like them Cali niggas. So that Branson was the closest thing we had to like a fresh Cali bud that we could connect. But the triangle bag.
That's where I was going. That's where I was going.
Exclusive.
It's a smoke chance, by the way.
If you had the triangle bag, you was an official nigga.
Listen, let's go right back to the triangle bag. But correct me if I'm wrong. Was that the last good like brown weed? Was it Tostic that was in that shit?
It went to Tostic, then it went to Green Bud too.
I know, but I'm saying, but the shit that had us all stuck was that brown shit.
Yeah, that brown.
That brown shit had you coming from Jersey. I'm coming from Queens.
Yeah,
like none of us live close to the spot, by the way. Like it's at least 45 minutes.
Where was it in New York?
This was in Harlem, but he lived in Jersey. I live in Queens. Let's think about that. So that's like a 45 to 50-minute commute just for weed.
And I was staying in Long Island too, so I used to commute
shit.
from Long
And
for
Island
the
back
brown?
there.
For the brown weed, this is the last brown. Now, Redman.
Now, first of all, the brown weed, y'all. If
Right.
you're not gonna see it in these days and time. Brown fucking weed is what Jamaicans usually smoke, and
Right.
they got that. It's called a chalk.
Right.
But his brown weed had white seeds in it. It was sticky. So we used to take the green and the brown. We used to make what you call a beef and broccoli.
Beef and broccoli.
Beef and broccoli bun.
I used to call it the
that's that
Jekyll
old
High.
school
The
shit
Jekyll
right
High.
there, boy.
Yeah, but did that weed have cocaine in it? Let's just be clear. I'm gonna be honest.
Y'all was smoking
I'm gonna be
dirty.
honest.
Y'all was smoking
I'll be
dirty.
honest, because you
That's
know
Miami
what? It was certain
Nah,
days.
that's some shit you was putting in there.
Listen,
No,
no,
don't try to
listen,
play that on
no,
purpose.
you was smoking
Don't try to
Dexter.
play that shit on purpose,
No, you know
nigga.
why? I'll be
Nah,
honest.
nigga.
There were certain days I was
No, y'all
waking up.
Queens
You was
niggas.
smoking in Spankies, wasn't you?
You know them
No,
Queens
listen, hear me
niggas.
out. There were certain days I was waking up and I was like,
You started twitching?
I had no weed, and like people from my hood was like, "Yeah, you want weed?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm waiting until Eddie open up shop," and I would wait. You remember they opened at 11. 11, I still remember. I still remember. So I was like, damn, the way I would never like want anything else. I knew there was some type. It might be the heroin. I'm not sure, but it was.
I hope
I was
not.
so addicted to that weed.